Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, a playoff site for the first time. And it has been 15 years since the Bengals experienced the postseason, and their fans saw a whole lot of unspent energy to call on today as Pittsburgh and Cincinnati are about to collide in the wild card round with a knee and also a chipped bone on his throwing thumb. But you cannot deny that Roethlisberger, when he's healthy, when he can go, he's a winner.
Well, even when he's hurt, he finds ways to get it done.
When you're division rivals, there's not only a familiarity but an inherent disliking of one another. Joey Porter in the pregame warm-ups talking a little trash with who else but Chad Johnson, and the officials were just in the area to make sure it never stepped. 15th year, never been blocked. And he releases a spiral inside the 5. Ratliff deciding to field it, and it's costly. He is swamped at the 10. Plus 20. Touchdown interception, best in the league. He's going to Rudy Johnson, his 1,000-yard back, and it's a gain of 1. Palmer finished second to Peyton in the quarterback ratings. 3-receiver set, bringing in Chris Henry. Going for the deep ball, looking for Johnson. He's under it and taken off down the sideline, down to the 23 of Pittsburgh. And Palmer was walloped after the throw.
I did not see what happened to Carson Palmer. Kimo von Ohoffen hits him at the left knee. Kimo von, it looks like he's almost, in the knee. That is a tough shot. And what an unbelievable throw he made down the field.
Carson Palmer being carted to the locker room. Run it, and they'll lose a yard. Polamalu coming up to plug it. And Joey Porter also. Hitting the play action. Throwing to the end zone too high. Going for Hushmanzada. And now, again, flags are flying as a disagreement under the goalpost.
Stand above the player. That's when a flag should be thrown. 3rd and goal with a flag. Pass over to Hushmanzada and grabbed by the ankles by Tyrone Carter. And then Chris Perry back at the 20, mixing it up with Chris Hope. Just throw flags and hurt one team with a lot of penalties, and that'll stop all the pushing and shoving.
Appears to be Chris Henry hurt at the goal line, and he was shaken up on that 66-yard catch.
Illegal motion on the offense, number 85. Penalty is declined. 4th down.
Now Quincy Morgan injured on that last return. He's not in here for the Steelers. It's Ike Taylor deep. And Taylor running up the middle and had a chance to go even bigger and deeper with the run back. Shane Graham, the kicker. Coming in on Roethlisberger. Able to dance away. What a move by Big Ben. And reaching for the first and has it. Roethlisberger doing it with his feet this time. We're through one. 10-0 Cincinnati. You're watching the NFL on CBS. The second snap for Cincinnati with a knee. On the reverse, they're going around with Randall L. And that is shut down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, and a late hit out of bounds. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot. 1st down.
Corey James was trying to lock down that side, and take a look at the late hit. Down at the 29. Willie Parker dashing low for a good gain, 6 yards on this carry. Offensive coordinator Ken Wisenhunt said a heavy emphasis at training camp on red zone offense. They toss it to Parker, and he takes off untouched for the touchdown for Pittsburgh.
Willie Parker blocks. Oh, that's what they do. We saw the Indianapolis Colts do the same thing. Fake the block against the Bengal defense, let him come, releasing the pattern, going after the quarterback, opening up big running lanes.
2nd down and 3, and he's going deep. Chad Johnson the target, and it bounces away.
They put too much stock in me running the 40 one time.
Chris Perry on first down and twisted down by Chris Hoke. 3 as he took his team from a 2-win team to an 8-win team. Throwing underneath and almost picked off. Did Polamalu make it? They say incomplete. Touch the ground first. Off the deflection, and look at this. Another exchange on the field. How close did he come to the pick?
Wow, really close. I didn't realize when I watched it, he got his hands under it. But when Troy Polamalu threw the football, that's where the personal foul comes in.
Roommates, first and goal. Setting up a screen of their own inside the red zone. Perry, though, no chance. Steelers all over that one. Their senior year, they were on the cover of the USC Media Guide, Polamalu and Palmer. And they've had some interesting encounters on the field, including Polamalu running right over him for his first NFL touchdown off a Palmer pick.
Yeah, it's
they can get the first at the 1, first and 10. And Perry, they had a hard time hooking up quarterback and running back. And thus all of that wasted time results in no gain.
He did look good.
And going long for Wilson, has it at the 30. Really froze him.
Oh, it really did. And
Illegal contact. Defense, number 21. Penalty is declined. First down.
Wilson gets by.
And making his first appearance in the backfield, Jerome Bettis. Roethlisberger to the 6. What a catch by Randall L.
For them if they want. Again, when a team says we're going to get up there near the line of scrimmage, that means the sidelines are there for you to throw to if you want to. And the Steelers and Bill Cowher, that's what they believe. Detroit.
Now bobble by Bettis. He's going to throw it, and it's short of Miller, who was open. Brings up 3rd and goal for Pittsburgh. Roethlisberger quickly has his man. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Hines Ward.
Steelers, they said it. Bill Cowher, we can run it and we can throw it on this defense. And that time, good shot. Roethlisberger's going to look to his left. It's already predetermined. And what a job. It made the linebacker back up because you don't want your team to fall apart if somebody gets hurt.
Bitna with the pressure on the blitz from James Ferrier. Just throws it away. The 42. And Johnson spun down as Polamalu comes up. 38-31 victory by Cincinnati. Bitna able to twist through, but not the second time. Double whammy there.
2 linebackers blitzing, and they catch the tight end, Reggie Kelly, by surprise. And how about Polamalu? Can he get in and close the deal about as fast as any defensive back I've ever seen?
And look at Pittsburgh call the timeout with 1:34. He's taken a couple of good licks here today. 3rd and 17, now setting up for the long ball. Down the field he goes and almost intercepted. It was Chris Hope converging on that one. Pittsburgh able to preserve a timeout with the incompletion. They did allow about 10 seconds to run off before they called the time after the second down play. And Randall L. trying to get some running room. He ran back one last week against the Lions for the second time on the season for a score. And the kind of scoring you thought you'd see here today?
I actually thought it might be a little slower pace, but I know this, the Bengals, they have to know they got to keep.
He owns the place. Owns the franchise rights. He got him down there. And there's the toss, and the ball squirts out of the hands of Johnson. Never had possession. Ike Taylor has to get credit for stripping that away. Hold on, they may say catch and fumble.
Did he catch it 2 feet on the ground, make a football move?
Well, Bill Cowher.
On the field is a catch and a fumble forward. We'll bring the ball back to spot of the fumble. First down.
You can almost guarantee a red flag's coming out on this one.
What a throw by John Kidna. Throws the line drive behind. It's a catch.
And they do throw the red flag. What do you think?
Well, let's look at it one more time, because they're going to look at it in slow motion, 2 feet on the ground.
Got to make the football move. I don't think so.
After reviewing the play, the ball was out before the receiver had control and 2 feet down. Therefore, it's an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 6 on the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh will not be charged with a timeout.
Down the field. Husmanzada. Incomplete.
Today.
And the handoff for 1 yard. That is it. Pump fake, now taken off. Throwing on the run. Incomplete. 3-yard attempt. Larson on the hold. And look at this. Gets away. Graham falls on it back at the 34. Watching this, Brad St. Louis with his first unplayable snap in 3 years as a Bengal. Prior to that, Cincinnati had scored 36 of its last 37 red zone trips. Roethlisberger goes for the safety valve with Parker, and a gain of about 8, maybe 9. Need a throw like they did in game 2. Bettis in. Bettis for the short yardage. And it looks like he might have it.
Yeah, he's getting a good spot.
First down, then middle of the field. That's Truman. The bus has already made it on 1 3rd and 1. He's probably going to get another attempt. 3rd and a yard, and Bettis moves through the line. Emerges with the first. Trying to extend his career. This likely to be it for him this year. Roethlisberger plants the feet, going down the field, and incomplete. Randall L. with a flag. Thought he might have it.
Randall L. at the snap of the ball just ran right down the middle of the field as fast as he can. Watch him. Torrey James. Oh, there's Case Fajarn, and there's no move. It's just keep running.
Defensive pass interference, number 34. Contact occurred at the 5-yard line. Spot foul, automatic, first down.
Boy, that's almost a touchdown grab anyway. It looks so similar. Steelers trying to ride the momentum wave. 1st and goal, and Bettis. Look at the nifty move. He is in. No denying Jerome Bettis.
We talked about the feet of Jerome Bettis, and that play, I was going, why don't you just run him over? Ifeanyi Ohaleti is right in the hole, right around, almost doesn't touch. About a 200 and, I don't know, let's guess, Jim.
It's
270.
We'd all love to know. But I tell you, he still has the quick feet, doesn't he?
He has the feet
to go 3rd quarter. And with the passing game, but nothing open down the field, that results in a sack for Larry Foote. 2nd down. Pass to the tight end, Reggie Kelly. And very little gain. Carter coming up to make the hit.
Now the Steelers only have 1 defensive lineman in.
Pretty nifty catch by Kitna in all kinds of time. Able to finally spin Higgins away and drops the football at the 20. And Aaron Smith downs him. What a disastrous series that was for Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was a little tough for John Kitna. Aaron Smith, the only defensive lineman that's going to rush, and then Clark Higgins delays and comes in, but he does the right thing. What he does, move around. You got 5 linemen protecting you, and
you got to win on 1st and 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. And that's Parker, stopped about 2-3 yards shy of a first.
And that's really a loss.
Randall L. comes back.
He's close. They could snap it to him. There we go.
Oh, you saw it coming. And now he's going to toss it back to Roethlisberger.
Touchdown.
Wide open down the field. It's Wilson. And the Steelers have a double-digit lead. Ken Wisenhunt, the coordinator, celebrating.
He smiled last night. All he would tell us is Randall L's involved. Remember, he was a running quarterback at the University of Indiana, and the giveaway was when he went into the backfield, because it's usually they snap it to a running back and they run with it, is that he got so close to Ben Roethlisberger. And it was such deception.
First as a Steeler.
You saw how close Randall Well. Nice job by Randall L. selling it out.
And Roethlisberger just uncorked it. Look at Cedric Wilson.
Oh, boy, good job of...
Please get it to me, he's saying.
Being a decoy.
Closing seconds of the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Kitna, no one open again. And he dives again to the 40. That's it. That'll go down as the 3rd sack of the quarter.
Time can pull it off.
First down for the Bengals. And Perry cuts outside and run right down the line of scrimmage for a gain of 1, maybe. Their starter here 2 seasons ago. 3rd down. That's picked off. His first interception thrown. And it's James Ferrier working it into Cincinnati territory and out of bounds at the 40.
Yeah, when you're a quarterback, and it's tough. John Kitna, Jim, you talked about it. It's been a solid job, but you've got to see in front of the receivers. And this time he waits, looks down the middle of the field, and does not see far enough in front of the wide receiver. And James Ferrier comes across. He reads John Kitna's eyes. Oh, look at 51. That's a nice shot. Good job. When you take just a little too long to throw the football in the National Football League, the players are so good. They're so smart. They watch you, and James Ferrier took advantage of it.
22 yards to the 40. And Willie Parker gets the handle. And again, they win on first down, a gain of 8 behind Alan Faneca. You pointed out they're 13-3 on the road the last 2 years. The bus galloping. Look at him go, and it takes a couple of Bengals to bring him down.
Well, what the Steelers did that time, they just lined up, and there's no mistakes about it. When they get ahead, they are going to run the football regardless. Dan Kreider leading the way. Alan Faneca, what a block up inside. And they are so used to running against defenses that crowd the line of scrimmage. They can block whatever. Bill Cowher has seen defenses. I think Keith Miller, right?
Could have been. Roethlisberger was over on that side. Looked like he was trying to throw a block. Kick is good. 14-point lead. Bengals had to hold them to 3, and they do. 31 for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It has been all Pittsburgh here in the second half.
Now operating 14 down. Kitna on first down. Cross is throwing it away. I love the way you say Cincinnati. I know you're kind of from this.
Safe, and the Steeler defense is just too compacted to find open spots.
Walter, and he is leveled as he reached out for it. Ike Taylor, that was Tyrone Carter.
Henry.
And this crowd that was stirred to a frenzy most of the first half was falling silent here, and the pass incomplete. Another slippery fingered moment here for the Bengals in the second half as Chris Perry unable to grab it. The Steelers, you figure, are just going to try to milk it, keep running it with success here. For 7, Willie Parker.
For knowledge.
A lot of common and coming full circle today with 2 careers as Parker easily has the first, and he's down to the 44. Both Marvin and Bill growing up in the Pittsburgh area.
The Bengals cross midfield. They will absolutely use all 4 downs.
Green pass, and Chris Perry wrapped up by the left leg. And that's Tyrone Carter. We've called his name a number of times. This is saying now torn MCL and ACL for Palmer. And Polamalu has the interception. Flags are down. Polamalu, why would he do that? Laterals, that's the one thing that could have kept the Bengals in the game. But Hope able to take off with it. to the 45-yard line. There's the reminder right there. Hey, Troy.
After the interception, an illegal block in the back during the return, number 55. That penalty will be assessed for the spot of the foul. 10 yards, first down.
It must be part of about going to Southern California that you want to run and lateral the football. I know, it's terrible. They're just having a little fun. But Troy Polamalu, what a good job seeing the quarterback looking and again reacting to it. And what a terrific catch. But don't do that. He's listening intently to Coach. Oh, okay. Fell than I really thought he would be. There's just.
And Bettis adding more yardage to his total. Give him 8. But he's having a nice game. Didn't see action for almost 2 quarters, but he has a touchdown. Almost threw a touchdown. He did run for one earlier. And Gladys Bettis says, oh, he was open. 8 carries, 45 yards, including one 25-yard carry. Here's the touchdown. And she loved that one. Timeout called by the Bengals.
To be when he's trying to pick up blitzes.
2nd and 2, and he's got another first. He thought last season might have been his last, but felt they were so close.
For quarterback.
Cincinnati had burned its last timeout. And look at Veron Haynes get another first down. Bengals can't stop it.
Cowler thinks this year he has it fixed.
Really amazing to think as Haynes spins away, gets outside, and it's a foot race. Well, we'll pull up at the 19 as Brian Simmons drags him down. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning. One more kneel down, and thanks to all the crew here as Bill Cowher wins a road game for the first time. He was 0-3 before today. The first road playoff win for the Steelers, in fact, since 1989 in the Houston Astrodome. We'll try to be the first team since the Patriots of 1985 to win 3 road games to make it to the Super Bowl. Part 1 complete. They had to come from 10 down to do it. Twice they were down 10. 10-0, 17-7.